quite simple.
Yeah.
I joined specifically to go to Korea.
Oh, okay.
So I went because a friend of mine, a young guy, was same age.
Yeah.
He was going.
Yeah. So that's So you knew about it beforehand.
So I
and
knew,
you, yeah. Yeah.
I knew about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I had before I enlisted. My parents wouldn't give me permission, so I had to falsify my evidence of date of birth.
Yeah.
And I just simply went along and said, I'm sorry, I lost my driver's license. And they said, oh, we'll just write another one out for you. It'll cost you 2 shillings or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, okay, by the way, you made a mistake in my
Date of birth.
so that way I could enlist.
So how did your family react to your enlistment and going to Korea?
Right, well, we're a long way from Korea.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any strong
Affiliate,
feelings about one way or the other because I wasn't groomed in that area.
Mm.
And I didn't know. I'd never been outside New Zealand, of course.
Right, yeah.
And so I just...
seemed like a good idea to
it seemed
join
like,
up.
yeah, it's boring, you know, there was
Yeah.
boring jobs. I had a succession of jobs. It was very easy in New Zealand in those days to get employment,
Oh, okay.
but it wasn't very highly paid,
Right, yeah.
and for unskilled people like myself.
Yeah.
So
It was like an interesting kind of
yeah,
different thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought, well, go this. I'm sick of doing these menial jobs.
Yeah. Going to do something different.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real interesting. So yeah, so how did your family react to your enlistment and going to Korea?
Well, they didn't know about it.
Okay.
Because I was, because I had done it, and I was in Korea before they knew.
Before they knew. Right. Oh, no, fair.
Oh, they must have known you were leaving and going.
No, I wasn't. I hadn't. My father and I didn't get on very
Right,
well.
yeah.
And my mother was fine. I got on 100% with my mother,
Yeah.
and but my father wasn't.
What was your first impression upon arrival? Were you nervous?
Well, we arrived. We flew to Japan.
Yeah.
After a series of stops,
Yeah.
and we flew to in Japan, and then in Japan they had a base camp, and you put all your fancy uniform and all your personal gear behind, and
Oh, okay.
you got field type
Gear.
uniform
Yeah.
to wear, and then we hopped on a ship,
Yeah.
and which took us overnight, I think, and we landed in the south of Korea.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we just assembled. And the thing that one particular episode was that there were a whole lot of Korean women there,
Yeah.
and they threw stones at us.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh my
They
gosh.
threw stones at us. I was shocked. I didn't
Yeah.
understand why the hell they're throwing stones. We're the goodies. We're going to help them.
Yeah.
But anyway, a Korean military policeman came,
Yeah.
and he got out his truncheon and he started hitting these women. I tell you, they were only one Korean guy, but he was.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
there were two of them, two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two military policemen,
Yeah.
and they took about these women throwing
Yeah.
stones, and our officer hitting he marched us all away from where the disturbance was,
Yeah.
and that was it. And then they got some more Korean men
Yeah.
to set about these women. I
Oh
was
my
quite
gosh.
shocked.
That's crazy.
Really? Yeah, it was.
That's so crazy. I don't know. That's just so odd. So how come were they just angry about the whole situation or something?
I never did find out because
Yeah.
I was just puzzled. I said, "How the hell can they be doing this? Because we're the goodies."
Yeah, like what? Why are
We've
they?
come to get rid of the Chinese.
Yeah, that's so crazy. But so like when you first arrived, were you nervous at all, or were you?
No,
No.
I wasn't nervous because we're all probably swollen heads and
Right.
big egos.
Yeah. That's all right. Okay, well, that's good. How were your living conditions at the time? So like food and sleeping and clothing, was it like
Well,
okay? Or was
we went. We left all our dress uniform and things behind in Japan, and we had field uniforms,
Oh, okay.
and you had quite good clothing for the harsh winter,
Right.
and you had good clothing for, so you had summer and winter
Yeah.
gears.
So
So we were well provided for.
cool. So it wasn't it wasn't too horrific the living conditions.
The living conditions. Oh no, the living conditions were quite sparse. We're in tents or
Okay.
mostly we were just in tents all
Yeah.
the time, and they were shifted. We were good at putting them up and putting them down.
Yeah. So you got used to it.
And then we had. You can see some of the inside of the tents.
Oh wow.
So that's a typical Korean village. Sometimes there are just one of these, or it might be a collection of 3 or 4.
Oh wow.
And you can see the way it was, and they was harsh in the winter. It was quite harsh for by our styles.
Yeah.
But this worked for them.
Okay. Cool.
And they raised the floor,
Yeah.
and they put the fire under the floor.
Oh, so it like heated like
And
underfloor heating kind of.
Yeah, underfloor heating,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the way they did it.
Oh, cool.
That's so that's a typical Korean house, and it might be in a village. They might have 6 of them,
Okay,
12
and
of
then
them,
they all-
or, yeah,
They all shares.
they all shared.
Okay. Was that was pretty good? Was that?
No, I think if I was in Civvy Street, I'd probably be getting £7 or 50 cents. No, it was pounds, shillings, and pence. Then.
Yeah.
So it'd be I'd be getting 7 or 8 or maybe more.
Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't.
And so it wasn't, but it was. There were no expenses.
Right.
You got fed,
Right.
and you didn't have the opportunity to spend your money.
Right. So you saved a
All
lot.
those things.
Yeah.
So, so I saved money there, yeah.
Cool.
And I was discharged, and we didn't. You didn't have proper money, and that you had a military money, which is only good inside the
military, yeah.
thing. But you didn't have anything to spend it on, really.
Right. Yeah. Would it be like?
You got your cigarettes provided.
Okay.
Actually, believe it or not, I didn't smoke really when I got there. But when
Yeah.
you arrived there, they gave you tins of
Oh, really?
tins of cigarettes for free.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just to help yourself.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people started
Smoking. Yeah. Yeah.
But most of them already smoked,
Right.
probably.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But I did there.
Right, because they were free.
Because it was
You're free, so.
I couldn't resist it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
we for a long time haven't got on, so he
Yeah.
didn't get any letters.
Yeah.
And if one of the letters, I couldn't send them to our house. But some other people passed on letters.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't get many letters from them.
Yeah.
I got, some parents of some of my school friends.
Oh, cool.
They wrote.
Yeah. What kind of things did they say? Were they just like hope you.
Oh, they just wish you the best.
Yeah.
Really, and yeah, you had a time. I forget the exact time. You were supposed to spend something like 18 months there, and that would finish you. Then you'd go back home.
Yeah.
For some reasons, some people didn't like it there, and some people reacted towards the harsh conditions, and
They couldn't do it.
couldn't do it really. But most people did,
Yeah.
and did out their time more or less.
Yeah. Okay.
You tend to look at you tend to look back over your shoulder, and you probably only remember the good things. But there
Yeah.
are lots of bad things
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, did you have a good experience or a?
A good experience.
Yeah, I suppose it's war though.
I mean, well, after you settled in,
Mm.
then you can make comparisons then. And
Yeah.
Sometimes I disagreed with, what we were having to do,
Mm.
but most times it was quite commonsensical.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it was
So it was
it was fine.
usual criticism by people like
Yeah.
myself and the rest of it.
Yeah, yeah. How was your relationship with the other troops, including the foreigners? So including, I don't know, the South Koreans and the Americans and stuff.
Well, we were in what they call the First Commonwealth Division. A division is approximately 20, if my memory's got it right,
Yeah.
20,000 troops.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So there were 20,000, I think it is, and 3 divisions make. I can't remember all the military terminology
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I lived and breathed it.
Yeah.
But so you had a platoon that was 30 soldiers,
Yeah.
and then you had when you got 3 of them.
Battalion, no?
No, not battalion. It was only something else here. Battalions upwards of 10,000.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So in the Commonwealth Division, did you interact with the other
Yes, we did.
Commonwealth?
You
Yeah.
did react with the Commonwealth Division, so it was basically we were a small part in that division. It was 20,000, that's right, because it was British,
Right. Yeah.
and the British were the on spot. We had 3. We had a infantry battalion there, and we had. Goodness, sorry. I'm
No,
really-
it's fine. It's not a
because
biggie.
Time's taking
Yeah.
this, I should be just calling these off.
No, so it's
But,
totally
I was
fine.
the signaller
Yeah.
there, and as Forbes Taylor was.
Yeah.
And so, but I was on the radios.
Yeah.
That was my job, which I hated.
Thing.
So, funny enough, when we arrived, I trained as a signaller,
Yeah.
and I did Morse code and all this stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he did all that. And I thought, hell, this isn't good. So they said, we're short of dispatch riders. They said, can anyone drive?
Yeah.
And I put my hand up,
Yeah.
and I put my hand up, and I became a dispatch rider.
Oh, cool.
Which is a hell of a lot better,
Yeah.
really, than
Bit of radio.
sitting at
Yeah.
the radio.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
So that didn't last long.
I did about, I did 6 months there, I suppose,
Yeah.
as a dispatch rider. And then you got to know all the areas, and you were riding around. And
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you had one guy with a rifle with,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah.
delivering dispatches.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been fun then. Oh, not
It was
fun,
fun.
but like
It was fun.
Yeah.
Except in the winter,
Yeah.
it was bloody awful because all the ground was frozen,
Oh.
and you had to be careful with your. It was cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In the summer,
Yeah.
it was all mud.
Oh,
And You
really?
got stuck in the mud. But you had 4-wheel drive jeeps.
Oh,
They
okay.
were really good.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so they
so
could handle
you
it
could drive there, so you could go off the road,
Yeah. and all that kind of stuff.
So I did that, and then then I was quite happy being a dispatch rider
Yeah.
because you were seeing a lot of the country.
Yeah.
And around. But then they come and said, Robinson, come here. You're trained as we're short of a radio operator, and so they just took me out.
Yeah.
Put me in a radio, and it was bloody awful actually, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, because I was in a headquarters radio,
Okay.
and I was controlling, not controlling is the wrong word, but we had a net, and the net was each company
Yeah.
had to have a radio, and
Yeah.
and I was the guy. Just happened to be, I was in headquarters,
Yeah.
so I'd call them, and we had to call them. They had to say, "Awake 24 hours,"
Oh my gosh.
but they just didn't because they dozed off at that.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything except call them and call them.
Yeah.
And I logged them on the thing. But
Yeah.
They didn't have no replies.
Oh
It
no.
didn't seem to do any good. They all had excuses why they
Why they went there?
couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, funny. Oh.
Well, when people were tired,
Yeah. I mean, fair. If you're staying up for 24 hours, like,
yeah, that's right.
and you're in war,
Yeah,
like,
well, you didn't 24. To be honest with you, probably if you're on the day, you would do 12 hours.
Oh.
And then the night shift was the worst one.
yeah,
And
that's when you'd fall asleep. Definitely.
yeah, well, I used to fall asleep. No, I wasn't allowed to.
You wouldn't let to.
I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, because that sucks. That's not good. Yeah. So did you interact with the so you obviously did, but from this photo that you did
We
interact.
did,
with
but
the
only just passing things because language was one.
Oh, true. That's true.
The language was a big problem
Yeah.
with them then, but they used to put interpreters.
Oh, okay.
English-speaking
Koreans. Yeah.
We had other ones too, because there were French-speaking people there.
Oh, true.
Turks.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Turkey provided Italian or something.
Okay. Yeah, it's all over the place. Did you have much interactions with the Americans? The American soldiers?
Quite a bit.
Did you make friends with them, or did you mostly make friends with the New
No,
Zealanders?
you didn't have the opportunity
You didn't have the
to
opportunity.
make friends.
Yeah.
We had certain contacts with the Americans,
Yeah,
but
but mostly New Zealand.
yeah, but mostly the first Commonwealth Division. So there was Canadians,
Oh, Canadians.
British, Australians,
Yeah.
and we were the bottom ones because we're only a tiny country.
Yeah. That's true.
It was the first Commonwealth Division group. And the food was good.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
the clothing was not so good when people first started, but then they gradually, the military caught up with it and had excellent cold weather gear
Oh, cool. Yeah.
and good hardy summer gear.
Cool. That's cool. So so it was all round pretty
Yeah,
pretty good.
When you arrived in Japan,
Yeah.
you took off your dress uniform
Yeah.
there, and they put it into a big kit bag, and then your kit bag was left there.
So when you came back, did you?
When you came back, because you got leave once 6 months,
Okay.
and from Korea, and you went to Japan.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
spent a week in Japan.
Oh, cool.
It's about every 3 months. I
Yeah,
think. So
yeah.
You're supposed to get it every 3 months, but it didn't always
Okay,
happen.
then, yeah.
But so you went in there and you had 5 or 6 days
In Japan.
in Japan,
Oh, cool.
and it was much relaxed. And
Yeah.
plenty of beer and stuff there.
Yeah, so it was,
Keep the young man's interest.
yeah, it was cool.
And the Japanese had just been animal. Well, not just been. They'd been 3 years before, and
Yeah.
they were shocked by that.
Fair.
And they walk along. You walk along the street and they bow to you.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Is that because of,
That's because
They would-
you were the boss.
oh my gosh. Yeah. That's so crazy.
Because that was after the end of the Second World War.
Yeah, well,
Well,
that's
it's quite a
right.
long
That's
way.
right. That's right.
But,
That took
Mm.
place. That was the final one that
Did-
Japan had
did
to
it?
surrender. After the second, there were 2 atom bombs.
that's right.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And I went and visited them, the site of one of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was it like there?
Well, there were the memories were still there. All the thing had gone, of course.
Yeah.
But they had, you could see the outline of people's bodies
Oh,
against on the stonework and the rest of it.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had some photos of it.
Oh my gosh.
So,
That's,
a lot of people didn't go to Nagasaki, or the other one was
Hiroshima, is it?
Hiroshima.
Hiroshima?
Hiroshima.
Hiroshima, sorry,
That was
yeah.
the
Yeah.
this one. That was,
Yeah.
and I spent one of my leaves visited there.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. Most guys didn't want to do it. They wanted to sit in the beer halls.
Have a relaxing
Taste-
time.
taste,
Yeah. Yeah.
Japanese girls.
Yeah.
I said, tasting Japanese girls is all right, but I want to go to this
I want to
place.
go see stuff. What was the most rewarding or pleasant memory from your duty?
From,
From your time in Korea, what was
Oh.
the most rewarding thing?
well, I had a lot of sympathy for Koreans.
Mm.
I, right from the word go,
Yeah.
I had sympathy for them because they were forced into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they didn't have the backups that we had.
Mm.
They were called upon to do some really, courageous things,
Yeah.
and they had suffered a lot,
Yeah.
and all the privations and things. So I felt sorry for them.
So did you, so it made it worthwhile for them, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt sorry too. I was very sorry for that's Koreans number one probably, but Japanese I felt
Mm.
sorry for.
Yeah. So it felt worthwhile to be there. Like you were fighting for a good
Yeah, well, of
cause
course,
because
you
you
always
wanted to
fight.
help them. Yeah.
Everybody was fixed up fighting
For the right
side.
Yeah. Did your war and your participation impact your life in any way after returning home?
Oh, yeah. I think, as I said, I think I carried this one about sympathy for the Japanese and Koreans.
Mm.
I carried that with me through my whole life.
Whole life, yeah.
And Japan was hard hit. Really,
Yeah.
they were because they had occupied Japan for some 60 years before.
Occupied Korea, you
Yeah,
mean? The Japanese occupied Korea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Korea.
Yeah.
And so the Koreans were working for the Japanese. They had no choice.
Yeah.
They,
Because they said to, yeah. Oh gosh.
so I had the sympathy for all these people,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
No, still got
But after you returned home from Korea, did you speak about your experience at all?
yes, of course, naturally. And
Naturally.
You sort out. We had lifelong friends. We made them there,
Mm.
and 3 of us went over to Australia after we'd been discharged.
Okay.
We did a season freezing works, and
Yeah.
then we went across to Australia. We Australia, travelled around Australia.
Yeah.
We worked in the Freedom Works over there.
Yeah.
You always get. I took, when I was discharged here, I went to Australia.
Mm.
And I worked around Australia for over a year, I think. Then I got tired. One of my friends, he said to me, look, why don't you go join the Air Force? He said, because you do this and you do 12 years in the Air Force and you'll get £4,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's enough for a house.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
And I think I hope I got the Nordstrom wrong. It wasn't 40,000 anyway.
But it was enough
But
for
it was
a
enough
house.
after this. And they gave you 12,000. That's what it was.
Oh, wow.
Certainly, that was enough. You could buy a car in those days for about 500.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I've had enough of the military. I can't stand them.
Yeah.
And my friend says, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you go back again if you could?
For just
For
like
just a visit.
2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like it?
We're
Yeah.
travellers.
Yeah.
And I've travelled with you to something like 30 different countries.
Yeah. Yeah. So you would go back again.
We've lived
Yeah.
in about 7 or 8 countries.
What do you think is a legacy that
Well,
carries?
that's what you've got one, or you've benefited by, or you had an influence on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
But and from being in the Korean War,
yeah.
well, I
vets
probably
veterans.
got tolerance of
Other races.
Yeah, as you said before.
races.
Yeah. So the Korean War was considered a police action.
Not really.
Not really. Yeah. Why do you think that?
Well, I think it's more than police
More
action.
police action. Yeah.
I mean, there were too many lives lost in the rest of it there in the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was a war,
Yeah.
I mean, police action.
Do you think that minimalises
No.
it? Yeah.
There were too many lives lost, and there were all the things of war.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely. In your opinion, why is the Korean War often referred to as the Forgotten War? How did it get?
World War II was sort of really massive,
Mm.
and then if you compare that, I guess, with Korea, which was really Chinese versus Americans.
Yeah.
And, all their lackeys in each case had turned up, which was us for the Americans.
Yeah.
The Russians, of course, were backing
Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah. So do you think, just like in comparison, it was a bit overshadowed by
Yeah.
the other
What had gone on beforehand.
would have gone on beforehand?
Mm.
Yeah. In 2013, we witnessed the 60th anniversary of the armistice, which was signed by China, North Korea, and the UN on July 27th, 1953. There is no war in modern history that's lasted 60 years after an unofficial ceasefire where the hostility continued. In your opinion, what do you think we need to do to put closure on it? Do you think it's possible?
To put what on?
You know how there's still the ceasefire, like how
The
it's still
ceasefire between
how it's
Korea-
still
the
not
Koreas.
unofficially.
Oh, I
Everything
see. That's
shut
still
down.
there.
Yeah. Do you-
What do I think is?
Yeah, so what do you think needs to be done to put closure on it? Or do you think it's possible? Or do you think it's not possible?
Well, I think it's possible.
You think it's possible?
I think it's possible, but and they keep changing the rules all the time.
Right, yeah.
So that, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. They keep changing their minds, the big powers, and keep telling us what to do,
Right.
and we have to do it.
Yeah, because...
Yeah. It's really, I don't know who's sort of backing South Korea.
Who's backing South Korea?
Yeah.
Oh, the Americans. Americans.
No, American. Well, North Korea. Is it North Korea?
Well, North Korea.
Yeah.
Really, it's the Russians and
Because really,
Chinese.
all it would take for it to finish or to come together is for the for the two leaders to get together and say, well, let's finish this
Let's just-
nonsense off.
yeah.
I mean,
They won't do it.
we're all one people, and why
Yeah.
don't we just get on together?
That's what
Yeah.
they should
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Because it's like if New Zealand were fighting the North and South Island,
Yeah.
fighting one another. That's
Yeah.
the same thing that's happening
Same
over
thing.
there, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
But that's what
It's
it is.
ridiculous.
And the superpowers,
Yeah.
they think they're better off this way too. It's really by splitting the Koreans, then they haven't got their power.
Right.
They've lost half their power, haven't they? And they're easy to control.
Right. Would you support the reunification of North and South Korea?
Yes.
Do you think that should be the end goal?
That should be what happens.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they won't. Neither the Russians don't want it, and the Americans don't want
Yeah.
it. I would, yeah. And I've met Koreans here
Mm.
who travelled around New Zealand,
Mm.
and they spoke about
They
the
did?
unification of Korea here.
Yeah.
Some of them. And I said, yeah, I support you, but a lot of people don't. A lot of the Koreans here
Yeah.
don't support a
They don't.
reunification.
Yeah.
They
It'd be,
don't want it.
it'd be
Because they've
quite
been brainwashed, and just like the North Koreans have probably been
be brainwashed. That
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Bad bit about it is, of course, that it split up families. You know,
Mm.
sort of
Yeah.
some families. There's some of them on that side, and
Yeah.
some on that side. And
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. It's
Yeah, well,
Sad
we've
stuff.
seen them where they have meetings
yeah.
and meetings between the families.
Yeah.
They both sides agree that they can. So there's a barbed wire or bed sort of wire, and they have to stay on each side on the side of them, but they can have contact and
Oh.
say to each other, and if they give each other small gifts, and as long as they'll be checked out either
Right by the
by the other.
inside.
And then
They're
they
so
go split up
sad.
and go.
That's so sad. Do you think it's important for younger generations to understand and know the sacrifices and contributions made during the Korean War?
Well, I think everybody benefits from looking
No,
at
that's
from the outside, and
Yeah.
and you don't have, there's many different sort of views people have after having these.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily switch everybody one way.
Yeah.
No, the world is a tricky place.
Yeah. I guess the more we
I
know,
don't think the Americans.
yeah. Just do you have anything else you'd like to share to to preserve your legacy, or any other memories or any messages or anything that you?
Well, the only thing is I've got a couple of things is that I have quite a lot to do with the Korean people in New Zealand,
Yeah.
and they're very liberal with their invitations.
Mm.
They'll participate when you have your meetings and
Oh, cool.
the rest of it, and they'll bring people along and play their music and.
Yeah.
But
they're very interested in their children being well educated.
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
overall, they see a lot of Koreans. They do not want to
Unify.
go back with their join as one. They don't
Yeah.
want one Korea. They want two Koreas.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that I don't agree. But some they're split too, just like
Just like
Yeah.
It's not good.
a lot of. No, it's not good.
No.
But see, they say, no, those bloody North Koreans are really not playing cricket, and they have all these nasty things. Well, that's the way they keep them apart.
Yeah.
They would be a formidable force if they were not
Together. Yeah. Very true. I mean, South Korea is so cool.
Yeah.
You know, as it is. So if it was not even bigger, then it would be like